holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's Corral on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get three as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Corral on first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Corral. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns racking up sack number number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Out to the right here to Shepard. Touchdown, Panthers. Sterling Shepard. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Ready, set.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
65.
In motion right is Robinson. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Cameron, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. He'll air this one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain.
Touchdown! Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's not football back a game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. play action here. Corral. Rolling to his right. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open is Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
19 Tiger.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Caught by Woods. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's caught at the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him.
They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now Corral on 3rd and 2. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Corral. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, check.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They run once more with Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. First down throw here for Corral. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Corral with it, 1st down here. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. Corral. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
Let's go now.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs